Hello, everyone. This is Mav. Yes, this looks different right here. We're three people floating above a black abyss of nothingness right now. Ready to
Hey, should I make sure that you're not muted?
No, I can tell I'm not this time.
Okay.
I have been recently, guys, and yes. I apologize about that. I screwed up on some settings the last couple of times we did something like this, but right now we're good. We are good, and I'm gonna play in the background just random videos while we talk. So what I wanted to do is try something a little different and have like, hey, there's like news daily kind of right now with games, and sometimes on the show, like on Xbox Ultimate or whatever, we only kind of get to touch on like some of the biggest news, right? Or some of the bigger things, and there's a lot of other random things that's kind of fun to talk about. So when we have time, randomly, no scheduled thing, we might just hop on and do something like this, kind of like what we did with Halo Infinite last week with the nonsense that was going on. So we hope that you enjoy this kind of thing. Let me know if you do. If you don't, that's cool too. And for this session here, we have two amazing guests. Well, first,
guests.
Well, not guest.
I live here, bitch.
They're not guests. They're like family. One actually is family. It's my wife, and
okay, you just need to like.
First in my heart, my beautiful wife Kaitlin is here joining me to talk about game stuff. Hi, babe.
Hi.
How are you doing?
You are like so all over the place.
I know I am. It's okay though. It's supposed to be just like chill. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, man. We got our mellow fellow here with us.
We do. We got our mellow fellow Psychonauts.
Actually, technically, I think I'm the third wheel here. Because when you shared it on Twitter, you said you and Psychonauts and didn't mention me at all. So,
well, no,
it's really nice to join you guys. Thank you for having me.
Because I didn't know, I had actually made that before I knew that you were hopping on. So, but you know, what I feel like is my cousin, my brother, my friend, my uncle, my son.
Like,
you are I'm trying to feel
I'm today. Like, what in the world?
My dad. I don't know like what our relationship how it makes me feel.
What?
But
stop this.
we gotta. We have a connection.
Brothers.
Is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah, we're brothers.
We got a connection, man. And you are family, and you're here with me as well, dude. What's up?
Oh, what is up? Wow, bro. That is an introduction. Like I don't even know what to say to that, but I'm glad to be here with Kaitlin and you. So, you know, we have some news to talk about. So, you know, I can't wait to get into that because it's kind of fun.
Bro.
What's going on with Xbox right now?
This is kind of stuff that'll probably get overlooked on Friday. You know what I mean? By Friday, I think some of this stuff, like, well, there's really only one news thing that dropped today. So major.
What's that?
And that's the Coalition coming out and giving some update on their plans, because really there's been some speculation about what they're doing, about hey, what's coming, and they kind of laid it out for us a little bit. And the Coalition.
Hey, can we make something to where anytime someone says the word speculation, like something happens
on the screen?
Yeah. Like speculation.
Kind of like Pee-wee's Playhouse.
We could do that.
Yeah.
You just need to make me a speculation GIF,
but
and then
can it like detect it on its own?
No, but if I get a Stream Deck or like GoXLR, or I can even program it to a hotkey, like I can make it the S on the keyboard, and I can hit that and make it happen. Hotkeys, baby.
Okay, sorry for interrupting you. I just had a thought.
No, that's fine. Speculation.
You need to fix your relationship. Hey, you asked me to be here, so
a happy Mother's Day as well, babe. I know it was yesterday, but again, happy Mother's Day.
Yeah, thanks. So awkward.
I don't know where Mav is going with this right now, man.
I don't know, man. All right.
He's trying to make up for not including me in the tweet right now.
I am. How's it going, Key, Rick Payne, Johnny 6? Is Johnny 6, is that superior to Johnny number 5?
Yeah, I think Johnny 6 is my buddy from the RDX Discord.
Oh, right on.
If that's the same Johnny 6.
Wait, you mean Johnny No Name?
No. This is
another Johnny. How many Johnnies do you know?
How many Johnnies do you know, Psycho?
I know a lot of Johnnies. It's like us. It's like the mics. You know, we're everywhere.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to move this chat box because it needs to go in another spot. So bear with me, guys. It's just I don't like it where it's located because
can you like
it's over the
stack us on the side, like one on top of each other?
Can I stack you on the side? Well, I can, but that'll be a lot of work.
Oh, okay.
Watching this, the video of Halo Infinite really gets me excited for what's going to come.
Oh yeah,
especially with the revamps and all, you know, with the updated textures, and yeah, it's going to be good. I can't wait. I'm excited. Who else is excited for Halo Infinite? Give me a 1 in the chat.
Yeah, who else is excited for Halo Infinite? Psychonauts says. One in the chat.
I think Kaitlin is.
Friday nights are about to be lit.
Oh my god. Yes.
And every other night, because none of us are gonna want to stop playing it.
That's very true. So we're on the side now, but we're so small.
Let me see.
Oh my god.
Like yeah, that looks like ass.
We're like itty bitties.
What's so tiny?
Can you there you go. There you go.
Well, yeah, I can also
crop it.
Hold on.
Crop it on the bottom also, and then make it bigger.
I got it. Here we go. Is that better?
I mean, you kind of just effed it up a little bit. Okay, there you go. There you go.
How about that, baby? This is what goes on behind the scenes, like with the production of the shows that we have.
Well, this is just impromptu, so
yeah.
Deal with it. Just kidding.
How's that? Is that better? But now that we moved that, I feel like I need to move the chat back to the other side.
But yeah, the chat is all kinds of screwy right now. Like you need to really fix that.
Okay.
Well, I mean, people say have chat. I mean, we have the chat on YouTube, so.
Yeah, for some reason he feels like he needs to have it up on the screen.
Yeah, well, here's why. Okay, for context. Okay, some people just watch these things in like full screen or whatever, and when we're interacting with somebody, especially when I'm streaming and playing a game and I'm talking and I don't say what the person said that's in the chat.
Yeah,
I can just sound like a crazy person sometimes with the comments and reactions that I have.
What is he replying to?
Right, so I need to have it up on the screen. What's up, Osama Mabrook? Fakey, how's it going? Pixel Slapper, G-Bone. Hey, everybody, look at all the ones in the chat. Everybody's excited for Halo Infinite. But going on to one of the things why I wanted to just impromptu do this right now is Gears 5. So I'm going to read this. You know what? I'm going to also do this.
High quality production here, guys.
Yeah, high quality production. Gears 5, guys. The Coalition. Or not Gears 5, the Coalition. Sorry, I'm playing a Gears 5 trailer. The Coalition is it just had an update that they released on Twitter, and they announced that they are moving to Unreal Engine 5, and basically leaving the past behind them with the future game development. So, what does this mean? This means that they're focusing on next-gen development only going forward. They're still supporting Gears 5. I'm just going to read this real quick and then we can kind of talk about it because it's not that long.
I see how it is, 3-bit. That's cool.
It's a Kait, he says. Yeah, baby.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
Is Coalition a game or a studio?
No, the Coalition is the developer of the Gears of War games.
Well, so it's a studio.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Mm-hmm. It's a Microsoft.
Because they develop in a studio.
Right. It's a game development studio.
Now, people that might not know.
Right. Now that people that might not know. They're owned by Microsoft and they make the Gears games, right? That you like. You like Gears now. I
do.
Recently.
When I first started playing it, I was like, oh my gosh, these characters move so slow.
Yeah.
But then I got used to it and I like it and enjoy it.
Yeah. Cool. It's fun. I was a big Halo, my God, Gears of War fan back in the day, like with Gears 1. I was playing that competitively. So that was an awesome time. And 4 was okay. It wasn't like the best, but I like 5.
4 just got FPS boost.
5 is the only one I've ever played, but I like it. We need to play it more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, play Gears 1, 2, and 3
Yeah, they're the
2,
best.
I swear to God, that will make you freaking cry. There's a moment in that game you're just like, no, and it's yeah, it's good. I mean, it's really good.
Yeah, 4 did have a short. Fakey in the chat says 4 had a short story. It did. It kind of ended abruptly without a big climax at the end for me. It had a big like boss fight, but it just wasn't like, oh, that's the end, you know? Like, but it really led up to 5 well, and 5 had a great story, as well as also it kind of did end abruptly a little bit, leading with a cliffhanger, right? But the Hive Busters DLC was also amazing. So I'm gonna go and read this article real quick, so that way you guys understand what it is that we are talking about.
So which one doesn't have a climax at the end?
4.
Okay, I'll be staying away from that one. I got too much of that in my life already.
Oh, whatever. All right, White Hawk, what's going on, dude? All right, the Coalition moving to next-gen development, Unreal Engine 5. Okay. At the Coalition, we pride ourselves on delivering the best possible Gears of War games and the best possible game performance using using cutting-edge tools like Unreal Engine. We wanted to update our fans on both of those things. Thank you to all the fans out there who have been on this journey with us. During a worldwide pandemic and working from home, the team launched first strategy title Gears Tactics, relaunched Gears 5 and Tactics on Series X and Series S hardware with performance upgrades and features, revamped Gears 5 multiplayer with a ton of content and updates, and capped the year with the first mainline campaign extension, Gears 5 Hive Busters, in almost a decade. As we look to future games, we're excited to start shifting our resources to next-gen development using Unreal Engine 5. If y'all haven't seen the Unreal Engine 5 demo that Epic put out there, I highly suggest it because it's pretty mind-blowing. But that being said, engine demos are usually pretty mind-blowing. If you go back and look at engine demos from like before the Xbox One and PS4 launched, you'd be like, whoa, my God, this is where games are going. But like they never really actually achieved that. Maybe they're starting to finally achieve that now. So Gears of War has always been at the front of Unreal Engine development as a breakout 720p title for 360 through last year's 120 frames per second multiplayer update for Series X and S. We're excited to continue that tradition by developing on UE5 for multiple new projects in the coming years. And that here's a keyword, so we can just touch on this real quick before we move on to the rest. Multiple new projects in the coming years. That's pretty promising. That means that Coalition is no longer going to be a one game studio, whereas before it was Gears a couple years, Gears a couple years, then Gears. Okay. Also, they say Gears 5 has content on the way, and they'll continue to release new operations through Operations 7 and 8. So I take that as they are going to be having more content, potentially, like, I'm not saying it is Hive Busters, but something that's separate than the Operations 7 and 8, because it says content and Operations 7 and 8, which are going to, 7 and 8 are going to include new characters, new maps, special events. So it sounds pretty awesome. Like Gears 5 is going to get a lot more support still. Plus also this extra content, which they have not even announced yet. Plus multiple new projects, and they didn't even specify how many, so there could even be potentially more than 2. Who knows? We know they're assisting on Halo Infinite, working on the Gears 5 content, and then working on new projects with Unreal Engine 5. So that's pretty amazing, and more investment from Microsoft into games, right? So through the end of the year, they'll have store updates with exciting new content as well as featured playlist. So that's awesome. Through the end of the year, we will have store updates with exciting new content as well as featured playlists. So maybe that content's coming this year, as far as the content that they were alluding to. Here's where it gets also interesting. They say shifting to a new engine is a big undertaking. So we want to be clear that we will not be announcing any new projects or titles for some time. Now, this is a big thing. because we're used to this like every few years getting a Gears game, right? What's the gap between 4 and 5 was pretty short. And before that, didn't seem like there was a huge gap. I don't know. Maybe my mind's mistaken about this. It just didn't seem like a huge layoff between, right? And we're used to Coalition pumping these games out pretty quickly, but this seems like, hey, they're not going to even announce anything as far as their new projects for a while. So I imagine whatever the Coalition is working on, one thing would be Gears, and potentially something else would be something completely different, which is awesome. A new IP, which has been alluded to from other people saying that the Coalition is working on a new IP, and also Gears. So how a lot of people, including me, have been saying like, hey, let's move on from Gears. Like, take a break, work on something different. I want to see what the Coalition is capable of. But this is the best of both worlds, right? Then they say their team is hiring. Again, more investment from Microsoft into games, and all these studios are growing still. All right. Well, that's all pretty awesome news for one of Xbox's best studios, in my opinion. Even though we may not be getting a game for a while, it looks like they're really going in the right direction, and it seems pretty awesome. Psychonauts, Kait, do y'all have any thoughts on this?
Well, for me, it says a lot with them supporting at least Gears 5 for the moment till possibly the end of this year, and then they're going to stop if that's what they're going to do, because I think the operations is every 3 months. I want to say every 3 months or so. So possibly we're going to see, once Operation 8 comes out, we're not going to see anything. They're going to go into pretty much hiding, build whatever game they're going to be building right now. Because we did get that one teaser that, Gears is working, Coalition is working on the new Gears title and another title, which people were speculating that it was a Star Wars game. I don't know if you remember that tweet. So whatever they're working on, they're going to be working toward with the Unreal Engine 5. So it's whatever it is, it's going to be next gen. So it's going to utilize the Series X and Series S power and not, go back to Xbox One. So it's going to be a true next gen title. So that in itself got me excited, because we saw how Gears 5 looked, and then Hivebusters running on Unreal Engine 4, and that looked fucking amazing, especially Hivebusters. That was nuts. So whatever they're going to be working on now, that is going to be a serious looking game. So whatever they're doing, I'm excited.
Yeah, bro.
I don't know about you, Kait, but what do you think?
Yeah, I think it sounds awesome.
Are you excited that they're going to be coming out with even more content for Gears 5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just play the game.
Right. Yeah, I hear you.
But
she doesn't get excited about this news stuff like I do, But
at least they're still bringing out extra content, and they just didn't stop. Like, the game developed and that's it. They're, like most other game companies, once. So, whatever, if it's another DLC like Hivebusters, if it's another mode that they're going to introduce, weapons, who knows? It's going to be exciting. Maybe
when did Gears 5 come out?
2019, I think, or is it 2000? Yeah, it's 2019.
Yeah, 2019.
How often do they put a Gears out, would you say? Every 2-3 years?
I think it's been around every 3 years or so. I'm trying to go back and see when Gears 4 came out.
I think Gears 4 came out
2016, 15? 16. It came out 2016. So that was a 3-year gap, which, I mean, that's pretty, like, for a big AAA type game. Going from 4 to 5 in 3 years is pretty.
5 came out in September of 2019.
Right. So it's like literally almost 3 years.
Probably next year, you think? Another one?
No.
Or the year after?
So that's what they're saying, though, is like, because they're moving to a new engine, a new game engine that's going to have a lot more features and make things look better. It's going to be a while before we get another game.
Oh,
because
right.
It's going to be a while before we even get an announcement.
So expect, I would say probably 2023, 24.
Yeah.
23,
maybe.
24 is when we'll probably see the last Gears or
the last one.
Well, in this series, because this one because this kind of takes, you should like it because the main protagonist, her name is Kait. So
ooh, yes.
So Gears 4 kind of really didn't touch on it. Gears 5 really did. It really, we saw her story. We saw, what was going on. So 6 is going to finish it up. And then are we going to get a next Gears title? I'm not sure. For me, I hope they go back to, I mean, it's small, but I like to have it go back to Gears of War instead of just Gears. I don't know why they changed it, but that's a gripe that I have on that.
Yeah. For me, again, like, this is like for Gears fans, I think also, like, you may say, like, oh man, it sucks, we're not going to get one for a while, right? But at the same time, like, this is,
but if they keep adding content and stuff, then...
right, exactly. If they keep adding the content to 5, it buys more time. Plus, people like in the Gears community have been asking for kind of like, well, I have, and I know others that have. I'm not going to speak for everyone. Like, this is not saying everybody in the Gears community, but like, they've been wanting a longer gap and the ability for the studio to make a bigger leap, and that's goes for multiple franchises, not just Gears. Like, these games that come out like every few years, sometimes they sometimes need a little bit more room to breathe to generate more excitement for the next game, because the people just get so used to it. Oh, it's just another Gears. Oh, it's another Gears, another Forza, and when you have sometimes when you have a longer gap, it allows for that, like, hype to disappear and make people miss it again and build it back up. And especially when it's long enough to where it's made a dramatic improvement over the previous series, which that's what this looks like it's going to be. So
I have a question. Would it make sense for like something like Gears to do like a Master Chief Collection type of thing?
That's funny you should say that, because there's been a rumor that they're going to bring out like a Marcus Phoenix, or they call the Phoenix Collection.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Which would be for me, I would say it would be the Gears up to like 1, 2, and 3, because 4 is more like JD, and then 5 was Kait, and then 6, of course, is going to finish Kate's story. So
that's why it would be the Phoenix Collection, because it's more focused around Marcus Phoenix and their adventures as opposed to the kids. And also there's like petitions online for this to happen. Like, people want that to happen, babe.
Well,
it's
I also mean
thing.
like, see, for some reason, like when I think of these games, I only think like in terms of multiplayer, because that's what I'm into. So like, you know how with the Master Chief Collection, you can go and when you search for a multiplayer match, you can select like all the Halos basically. Besides 5.
Right.
Yeah,